everyone. It's been quite a long time since my last video post, so today I want to fix this and share with you another tutorial. We will be making one more ATC size mini album, and I know that you loved the previous one that I made and shared here on my YouTube channel. It was a Peter Petter ATC size mini album. Those of you who haven't seen the tutorial may find it here on my channel. Just check the links of the tutorials that I have here. And the mini album that we will be making today will be a gatefold size, gatefold type. It will be the same size as the Peter Petter mini album we made before, and this is just a prototype. The cover we will be making will look like this, but the pages will intersect in another way. As you can see, I've tried to figure out how to put the pages on the spine so that they intersect correctly. I mean, one by one, and they will not interfere one with another. So on this one, it's not looking the way it will look on the album we will finish today, we will complete today. So I currently have to show you how the pages will look like, because I already made 4 and we still lack 2 pages, one for the left side and one for the right side of the spine. So the page will look like this. It will be attached to the spine with this flap, and it will have one flap that will go down. Then you flip the page, turn over. There will be a pocket that will hold a cute little tag, and there is also a photo mat inside the pocket page that will look like this. I will give the links to the metal embellishments that I used in this album. Currently there are 2, but after we will finish everything, maybe I will add more. One is here and the other one is here on the tag. And basically what I did was folded this square looking metal piece. Okay, so I folded it in the V shape, and in this way we are able to fold it even more and attach to the tag. So I will be making all of this with you, and let's start with creating a cover. For the cover you will need obviously chipboard pieces, one measuring 4 1/4 of an inch by 3 1/8 of an inch. This will be our back cover. Then you will need 2 pieces for the spine, which are exactly the same and measure 2 1/4 of an inch by 3 1/8 of an inch. And for the front cover, which also consists of 2 parts, you will need 2 chipboard pieces which measure 2 1/8 of an inch by 3 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so cut these before you begin creating your album. Then to cover the covers with cardstock, you will need 1 piece of 12 by 12. I'm using here craft cardstock, but you are free to use any color you like, depending on what color are the papers, designer papers that you are using. I will be using this paper pad by Kaiser Craft, and it's called 75 cents. And the pages here are 6.5 by 6.5 inch. So I tried to design the pages the way that allows to use the papers in the most how you say it, in the most practical way, and not to leave a lot of scraps. So bear it in mind. First we need to connect these two pieces. By the way, the first one measures 4 and 5/8 of an inch by 12 inches, and I've already marked the guidelines, which are 3 1/4 of an inch from the border, from the edge of the cardstock. I marked them on at the bottom and on the left side, and this will help me to position my chipboard pieces of the cover in the straight and aligned way. What I did, in addition to cutting the cardstock pieces, was applying the score tape on one side of the first piece. Now I will remove the backing, and I will just connect both of these together in order to get one long piece, and then to arrange all the chipboard pieces of the cover on top of it. I will just continue the line here, but I don't think we will need this whole part. We will cut the excess as we go. So currently let's start and glue the chipboard pieces to our wrapping cardstock. And to do that, you can use either score tape or the wet glue, whatever you prefer. Just bear in mind that you start with the first piece of the cover, spine, backside, then again spine, and the second piece of the cover. So this is what we do. Let's see how it goes. And I always say that I like to use for this step my wet glue, and the album here is not a big one, so it's not that hard to squeeze the bottle and get the glue out. Okay, so here we go. The first piece is glued down. Now I need to take the spinal piece, and bear in mind that you need to leave the spacing of about 1/8 of an inch between all your chipboard parts. You can use a chipboard piece, just another chipboard piece itself, okay, and do it like this, or I'm using this Tim Holtz ruler. Both of the ways are acceptable and are okay. Okay, the spine, then we are gluing the back cover. Okay, again leaving the 1/8 of an inch spacing, and I'm using here the guideline that I drew at the bottom in order to have a straight line while I glue down the chipboard pieces of my cover. Okay, once again the spine. the spine, and we have another cover piece. Okay, like this, and burnish. Okay, well, this is not very good, but I don't know how we can change it now, because we have actually the connecting line just on the place where we will fold the cover. Well, let's see how it goes. I really hope that score tape will be strong enough to hold the two parts of the cardstock together and they will not separate while we will fold everything up. Let's test the quality of this product. Okay, this is the final piece, the cover, the second part of the cover. Okay, so now I already said that we will be cutting off this excess piece, leaving 3-inch spacing from the edge of the cover, of the chipboard cover, like this. All right, so this is what we have right now, and what we need to do next is to wrap everything, and for that we will be using score tape. I'm using here 1 1/4 inch score tape, and I'm applying it first to the short sides, here to the outside edge of the chipboard, and to the outer edge of the cardstock. Turn over. Okay, the same. And I'm not gluing it all the way to the edge here because I will be cutting, I will be trimming the corners, so I'm just saving score tape here. We don't need it where we don't need it. And the same thing on the long sides. I'm applying score tape to the outer side of the chipboard and to the outer side of the cardstock in the same way. Okay, like this. And at first I wanted to do that with a hidden hinge binding system as well, but as I already showed you, I found that the intersection of the pages is not working good for me, so I created the pages in a little bit different way. Now what I do, I just strain the paper to fold the way I want it, and if you watched my other video tutorials, you know that I always do that. Okay, now we need to trim the corners and leave a spacing of about 1/8 inch from the corner to the place where you will make a cut in the following way. I mean, from the edge here of the cardstock, you will leave about 1/8 inch spacing, and do this from all of the 4 sides. Okay, now we are ready to wrap it, and we will start from the long sides first. So just remove that score tape backing and wrap everything. Just pull the paper towards yourself while you wrap the cover, and then burnish from the edge. Do the same thing from the other side. I hope this album will look beautiful. I still don't know what I will be making on the cover, but I hope I will manage to figure it out on the go. Okay, so just wrap the corners a little bit inside in order to get the perfect corner after wrapping everything. And again, burnish on the edge. Okay, so this is how your corners should look like. And from the front side. Okay, and the other one. Just do the same. You see how it looks like. I'm just wrapping the extending corners towards the inside, and again gluing everything down while wrapping. Okay, the cover is done. Easy peasy, as they say. Okay, so now just gently mark the places of the folds and fold the cardstock together with the chipboard. Yeah, and this is how everything will look like if you made it right. Okay, perfectly aligned gatefold cover. Okay, now about the pages. And how they will be connected to the album. First of all, to create the pages, you will need the following. Let me see. Okay, for the base page, you will need 3 pieces of cardstock, which measure 6 inches by 5 1/8, and we will need to make a certain scoring on these pieces. So 3 will be scored in a certain way to go to the left side of the spine, and another 3 will be scored in another way, so that we could connect them to the right side of the album. And I'm not scoring them exactly the same way, because you know that the valley fold lines need to become the valley fold lines need to become the mountain fold lines. So that's why I'm creating 3 left pages in another way from the way I create the right side pages. I hope this is understood, and you will forgive me all the mixing up I'm making here. So cut 3 pages measuring 6 by 5 1/8 of an inch, and then score them in the following way. On the let me see, on the 5 1/8 of an inch side, score at 3/8 and 4 3/8. Okay, then on the 6 inch side, score in the middle at 3 inches. Then what you need to do is the following. You will take the paper and you will take your trimmer, and you will need to hold it with the valley fold lines facing the top, and the 3/4 of an inch spacing here to your right side, you will cut off 3/8 of an inch here. So what I do, I take it this way, then flip it over, put it in the trimmer, align it with the 3/8 of an inch mark here on this side, like this. And then I have a 3-inch mark over here on the opening on the ruler, which can be opened. So I'm placing my blade in the way that this thing that I'm holding the knife at will align with the 3-inch mark, and I just cut all the way to the top. Okay, so this actually gives me the possibility to make a good and straight cut. So now I'm cutting off this piece, that's for sure. And now we need to do something else. You see the line here, I need to cut on the big flap on the outer side of this line, like this. Okay, and then I need to get rid of the, let me think once again, no, I don't need to get rid of, but I need to trim the corners just a little bit, like this and like this. Guys, I know that this can be a little bit confusing, but please, please, please forgive me for explaining it the way I do. I just don't know how to explain it differently. So this is how your piece will look like right now, okay? And the second thing you need to do here is to cut off this piece, and I also cut along the inner edge of the score line in the following way. Okay, so if you can see, I cut off the score line itself. This will help me to close the page after this in the way that it will be really straight and will look really nice. So now I'm trimming the corners here and here, and this is my finished page, which will go to the left side of the spine. This is how it looks like. Flap here on top, 3/8 of an inch flap, 3/8 of an inch flap at the bottom on the right side, and 3/4 of an inch flap for attaching the pages on top of the page, also at the right side. Okay, so you will make 3 pages that will look like this, and you will make another 3 that will look like a mirrored image of this page. So you will cut 3/8 of an inch to the middle of the page from the left side. Okay, and you will trim the corners here in the following way. Okay, and then you will cut the score line off together with the 3/8 of an inch flap on the right side, and trim the corners here on the top flap as well. So our page that will go to the right side will look like this. Okay, this is what we have so far, the base pages, and we don't need a cutting board so far. Let's continue with the flaps and the inner tabs and tags and so on. Okay, actually let's finish with these. I need to apply score tape. Again, I'm using 1/4 of an inch score tape here. So I will apply it to the flaps in the following way. Okay, and here as well on the small flaps. I'm sticking it down, and here. Okay. Great. I think you can already close these. To create the pockets with the top opening, because we will be putting inside our tabs or photo mats, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so let's remove the backing and close our page. Okay, like this, and burnish. Here we have one. Let me zoom it in. Okay, like this. Okay, same thing here. You see your scoring line will be outside of the pocket itself, and this will allow your pages to turn over freely, and you will see the result of this work really when the whole album will be finished. So here are our two base pages. Let's make the inner tabs now. I'm talking about these that will go inside the pockets. You will need 6 pieces of cardstock for that, which measure 3 7/8 of an inch by 3 3/8 of an inch. Okay, and then you put it inside your envelope punch board with the let me check, with the 3 7/8 of an inch side facing the top, and then you align it with the corner of your cardstock with the 1 inch mark in the punch board, and punch. Then you flip over the cardstock piece and do the same from the other side. You will end up with the piece of cardstock that looks like this. What's happening to me today? All right, now we need to cut off these ears here to get the tab. Okay, so I'm using my scissors. You are welcome to use your trimmer. It's just I don't want to waste time taking it out, and I like to use the scissors for this. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I'm also using 1/8 of an inch corner punch to round the edges. Of the tabs, and I rounded the edges throughout all the album. I messed it up a bit. I will cut this off. Okay. And one more here. One more corner. Okay. These will go inside the pages. I'm already trying to assemble them so that you could see how the finished pages will look like. All right, now for the flaps. Here, these flaps, I'm talking about this piece. You will need as well 6 pieces of cardstock which measure 3 7/8 of an inch by 3 3/8 of an inch, and you will score them. You will take your scoring board and you will score them on the 3 3/4 of an inch side at the mark of 3 3/8 of an inch, like this. Okay. Then what you will do is the following. You will take your punch board and you will put it into the punch board like this. It doesn't matter from which piece of cardstock you start exactly, but you will need to punch 3 pieces in the same way and another 3 pieces in the same but a little bit other way. I will be explaining this in a second. So just align it in the following way. Punch and then align it with the 2-inch mark here and punch again. Okay, and this you will make for 3 pieces of cardstock. Now cut off the piece here. You will have 3 flaps that look like this, and you will have another 3 that will look exactly the same, but they will be a mirrored image of this piece here. So what you need to do is to align it again in the punch board in the following way. Punch and then flip it over so that the mountain fold line will be facing up. Line it with the 2-inch mark here on the edge and punch again. Okay, and then cut off the excess piece here. Okay, so what you created is 2 mirrored flaps. That I had a little problem with my camera, so I already glued down the flaps that we created just before. So I really hope you will figure out how to do that. Okay, basically you already had the flaps ready, so just glue them down in order to get this pages that will look like this. Okay, and let's continue. What we need now is to create the pockets here and this tag that will go inside the pocket. So here are my pages that are ready to be ready for assembling, and I will place them here so that we could see what exactly we are doing. For the pocket pieces here, you will need 6 pieces of cardstock that measure 3 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4 of an inch, and you will need to make some scoring on every one of 6 pieces. You will score it like this. I find it easier to score this way. You will put it to the scoring board with the short side up, and you will score at 1 7/8 of an inch. Okay, then you will turn it over like this. You will turn it like this, and you will score at 3 3/8 of an inch. Then you will turn it like this, and score again at 3 3/8 of an inch. This will give you the piece that will look like this, and only here there is no scoring. Okay, so you will do the same for all the 6 pieces, and what you do next is the following. You need to apply score tape to all of the 3 sides here. This is exactly what we will do now. Try to apply score tape a little bit away from the score line, not too much away, but something like this. And at the bottom, and on this piece here, exactly the same. Okay. All right, let's burnish. Okay. Now cut the corners in the following way. Oop. And that's it. Second side, and here. I'm getting just to the intersection of the score lines here, and make the cut. And make the cut. Okay, now you can burnish. Everything. Now I will be gluing these down, but I will not be gluing the sides, but only the bottom part. And this is in order to be able to attach the pattern paper to this area here. Okay, so I will be aligning it with the edge of the page. And once it's all aligned, I will be sticking it down. I will leave these side flaps free now, not be gluing them down. We will do that in a moment. And the same thing here. Okay, in the following way. So this is what we created. We created this pockets for the tags, for the right side page and for the left side page. What is left to do is to create the tags, and they're really simple. I just used my envelope punch board to create the tab looking effect. And for the tags, you will need 6 pieces of cardstock, which measure 2 5/8 of an inch by 3 1/4. Okay, and you will put the tag into the punch board with the short side up, and you will align them just in the middle of this opening here, and punch, and do the same from the other side like this. And this is what we've created so far. So this tag will go inside the pocket here, and the other one will go inside the pocket here on this side. Okay, now what is left to do is to embellish the pages with designer paper. And believe me, this is quite time consuming, because I don't know what about you, but I'm also inking all the edges of my designer paper and gluing them down with the wet glue. So to me it takes time. So I will leave you here for for several minutes till I finish embellishing all the all the 2 pages that I have here with the designer paper, and then I will be back. Okay guys, I'm almost done patterning. I hope there is such a word. Patterning my paper, my pages with the designer paper. I will be gluing down the final pieces right now, and while I'm gluing the final pieces down, I want you to pay attention that I already applied a little bit of glossy accents to my metal pieces that I will be using on the photo mats, and I did that in order to let the glossy accents dry just a little bit before I will be attaching the metal embellishments to the paper. It just allows the glossy accents to get a little bit more sticky, and it will stick down to the paper surface a little bit easier, and this is what we need. So I took this circular metal embellishment and applied glossy accents only on 2 sides here, as you can see. Now I will be aligning it in the middle of the tab of my flap, and we'll be holding this down for a little while to make it stick. Okay, and this is how it looks like right now. The same thing I will be doing on the inner tab. Okay, just place it in the middle of the tab and hold for a while to get the bond between the glossy accents and the metal piece and the paper. I'm going to wash my hands right away. How can you wear nail polish when you work like this? And every day you get messy. So I'm not having a nail polish right now. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, let's zoom it a little bit. Okay, and you put the tab inside. Great. How lovely this page looks like. Okay, so we have another 5th page for the left side. 1, 2, 3, and we need another page for the right side. So let's finish with the gluing down metal pieces. Okay, and the tab. Okay, I'm pressing and holding down for a while. Okay, I think that's enough. Slide it inside like this. Okay, and now the metal pieces on the tags. I already made the tags. This one will go here and this one here, but I want to attach these metal pieces first. So as I said, I already folded them, pre-folded them will be the right word to say. So how I do that? You will also need the, how you call it, the pliers. Okay, so I'm applying, I straightened this metal piece a little bit in these places, okay, like this. I'm pressing and pressing again here, and the same from the other side. 1, 2, okay, because they were not completely straight. And now I'm applying just a little bit of the glossy accents here on the sides, okay, like this, and I will let it stay like this for a while, and we'll do the same on the second piece, like this. Now take it, align in the center, okay, and hold, press down in the places with the glossy accents. Press down for a while, okay, and now apply the glossy accents from the other side in the same places, and put it aside. While it's aside, we will take care of this one. We have the glossy accents, and we will be placing it like this, and again we will be holding it down for a while. Inky hands, oh my god. Do you get messy while you craft? I always get messy with this inking thing and distressing thing. You can't do the other way. Okay, glossy accents again here and here, okay, and put it aside. And I will be taking the first one, and I'm holding this whole piece really good and folding it completely, and then using the pliers again to straighten the whole piece, okay, like this on the sides, and then hold it down again. While it sticks down better. Okay, glossy accents is a fast drying adhesive, and since the metal pieces that we use here are really thin, it's enough. Glossy accents is enough to glue them down. Okay, so one tag is done. We'll go to this pocket here, and now we will do the same with the second tag. Okay, let's straighten them here, the sides, on the edge. Oh, sorry, I'm out of frame. Okay, now, and press down and hold. Okay, so we have the second one done. Okay, so here are our pages, all 6 of them ready, with all the metal pieces glued down as well, and our beautiful tags inside. So let's glue them down to the cover, to the spine, I mean. And how we do that, we will figure out right now. First of all, you will need to decide, of course, which page will be the first one in your album. Let's say this will be my first page. So As you know, we left a 3/4 of an inch flap here on all of the pages, but on the one which will be your first, you will need to cut off 3/8 of an inch. So let's do that. I will be putting the page into the trimmer and cutting. Oh, it only marked. Okay, the mark is okay too. So I will be using my scissors to cut it off completely. And this will leave you a 3/8 of an inch flap for your first page. This is for the better intersection of the pages, one after another. And this is what we have been talking about before. Okay, so before you glue the pages to the spine, let's cover the inside part here of the whole cover up with the designer paper. And I want to use for that, let me think how to do that. All right, I will be using this beautiful foil paper with butterflies. I think one sheet will be enough. And guys, I want you to pay attention that I almost finished the whole album here, and I still have a lot of papers left in this paper pad, which includes let me see, 24 sheets of designer paper. So I used really not a lot. So these ATC size mini albums are great for using your scraps, and we all have a lot of scraps because you know, not always you can match the sizes perfectly. So yeah, we have a lot of scraps, a lot of paper scraps. Let's measure here. 3 inches. Okay, 3 inches by I think I will do it to let's see, 5.5. 3 by 5.5. Okay, so let's cut it. 3 and another 3 for the sides. But for the sides I will need, let's see, 3 by 2 3/4. 2 3/4 from this side and 2 3/4 from the right side. I will be using it like this. Okay, so I will just place everything. Okay, so it will go like this. This will be glued down here, and these will be glued down from the sides. I don't need to cover these parts here since the pages will be attached there, and they will anyway cover up these areas. So before I glue down the paper, I want to ink the cover again. Oh my god. For a second I thought my video stopped, but it hasn't, so that's good. Okay, I'm inking up the edges of the cover. You are doing something and then you realize the video has stopped. The recording of the video has stopped. How crazy is that? You need to do again everything and to explain everything from the beginning, or at least from the point it stopped. Now that I have the second baby, it's really hard to find time for crafting, and it drives me crazy because I need to craft. Every day I need to do something. All the mat crafters among you will understand. Again, I'm out of frame, but it's nothing serious, just inking, so forgive me. Okay, on the folds, as you can see, I'm inking as well. Okay, now it's ready. And now let's glue it down as we want it. Okay. Where is my glue? Here. And I will apply glue here in the folds too, just a little bit. Okay. Let's glue down this piece. Just center it the best way you can and press down. Press down and burnish. All the regular things we do when we cover something with paper. Let's find those folds again, and as you can see, I'm using my bone folder to get just inside those fold lines and to get a good stick. Okay, like this. And now on the sides too, let's apply glue here in the fold itself. Okay, and now on the paper. Okay, align it. And again, we will find that fold and burnish inside. Okay, one side is done. Oh, beautiful paper. I love how it turns out. Okay, here the same thing. Glue to the inside of the flap, of the fold, sorry. And do the paper. All right, now to glue it down. Okay, like this, and burnish, and then find the fold and burnish inside the fold. Okay. Okay, great. So far, so good. This is the first time I create this kind of album in this size, so I'm trying not to make mistakes on the go. Okay, let's see. So I trimmed the 3/8 of an inch from the left side. That means this will be my first page, and I will attach it to the left side of the spine, like this. Okay, Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. So now what I will be doing, I think I will take out all of the tags because they are preventing me from placing the page flat on the surface. I will be returning them later. Okay, this one and this one and this one. Okay, so now what you need to do is to start gluing down the pages, and we will do it in the following way. You know what, let's measure first all the left side pages that we have. One will be here, the other one here. It's already taking yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. So I need to start gluing it a little bit far from the fold. Ooh, I hope I measured everything correctly and we will not mess this up. Okay, so I'm holding this cover part up and I'm gluing down. I'm attaching the page and then I'm gluing it down by pressing. Okay, like this. Like this, and burnish. All right. Now we will turn it over. Okay. Let's wait till the glue dries. Okay, I think it's okay. Now we go on. And you glue down the next page just where the previous page ended in the following way, okay? Like this. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So the third page, the same thing, apply the glue. You can use score tape for this step as well, but I prefer to use my tacky glue because I can move the page while I align it here on the spine, and just make sure that you center the flap here on the spine before you stick it down. Okay, so the pages from the left side are done. Pay attention that they lay straight now, and here as well. Okay, everything is flat and nice and beautiful. Now let's get to the right side. Yeah, like this. Okay, so I'm starting from the fold here, just almost next to the fold, almost inside, but not really. Okay, let's do it. Like this. I leave about 1/16 of an inch from the fold line, from the fold itself. I leave the spacing, I mean, of about 1/16 of an inch. Okay, and then stick it down. Oh, I think I will need the light here very soon because it gets darker and darker.